Hi everybody, how's it going? Today is April 6th, 2023. It is a Thursday. You know what that means. Monster Strike news. Let's get going because we've got some big things to talk about today. Hopefully you were paying attention to the official videos on the YouTube channel for Mixie X Flag because they had something interesting on that day. But before we get to that, of course, it is April. The 24 bonus is now applicable to any gacha that starts in this month. So that includes the legends that will be happening at the end of the month, right? It's not doing the one that started in March, right? It has to start in April. Of course, the upcoming Guardians, Gekiju Shinsai, the current event that's happening right now. We also have the Monkole DX, Oriental Travelers, and of course the limited elemental gachas as well. And sorry, I for some reason had the closed captioning on, so it's blocking that, but it's fine. It's just saying you have until May 2nd to utilize these bonuses. How this works, of course, is that your first single pull and your first 10 pull will be at the elevated 24% rate. So please don't forget to take advantage of that if you want to. You also have something called a Super Harudama here. There's an extra button on the gacha screen that will allow you to do a free 10 pull on that gacha, and that will be at the 24% rate to take advantage of. Now, the gachas that you can use this on is slightly limited. We'll look on the next screen for that, and there you go. You can see the 6 gachas that you can use your Harudama on are the elemental gachas and the current event gacha, and of course the upcoming Gekiju Shinsai Guardians gacha. However, this is important. You must use that Harudama by April 15th. If you do not use it by then, it will disappear and you have wasted a free temple. So please do not forget to use it by April 15th. It's in red for a reason. However, I say keep waiting for details because there is something important to talk about that you may want to use that Harudama on. So please do not leave this video until I get to that point. But before we get there, we do have some, follow-ups on things that are active right now. The Haru Quest has been revived and is available via the schedule. I actually did not finish Haru last time, so I need to go in and make sure to catch up on her quest. But if you play that quest and you bring any of the gacha or event drop monsters of the current event, you will get a higher rate of this Konkitsune from showing up. And why is Konkitsune so great is that because if you take him down, you will get 1,000 soul points. And that 1,000 soul points do not contribute to your daily limit per day, which is pretty big if you are low on those soul points, which you use all the time to change abilities, change badges on specific monsters. If you do that regularly, you are going to run out, or you are probably already running out of souls. I'm pretty sparse about that, so I don't worry about it too much, but there are significant people who are struggling because of the lack of soul points. This is an amazing opportunity to stock up on it. So if you ever see yourself in that situation, highly recommend you spend the time to farm those konkitsune. Of course, there is the Fanta collab going on right now. Collab, it's a light collab, right? You play this quest, pick up fruit, and then you unlock these festive Fanta Oragons via missions. You need to make sure that you collect those fruits by April 15th to get all the missions and max luck that Fanta Oragon, because you know you want. 10th will be Monster Strike Day, and of course we do get a Tokudama along with that Monster Strike Day, which will be available for the current event gacha right now. So please don't forget about that. If you have 3 or more lucky monsters, you can also pick up a super Ableberry scroll set. And of course, we have our last opportunity to pick up an alternate strike shot voice for Memorial that will be on the 10th of April. If you do want to have that in your pocket, do not forget to do that. Again, even if you don't have it, you're fine. Once you get her, it will be there for you waiting. And now, here of course is the big news, and again, like I said, if you watched the video on April Fool's Day, it was hinting at something very heavily through that video. It is a collab. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. Kaguya-sama wa kokurasetai. The first kiss that never ends. I believe this is the anime movie version. And for me, I know just a little bit more than usual about these kind of animes, and unsurprising, it is because of the other thing that I love in life, Hinatazaka. When they did a live, live person adaptation of this anime, and on the second season when they did that, one of the members was Hinatazaka member Kageyama Yuka. And so I know a little bit. I know the main character is Hashimoto Kanna, right? That's about as far as it goes. So I don't really know anything about this collab, unfortunately. So please bear with me as I go through the details. The collab will begin on April 8th. That is a Saturday in Japan, noon. And it will go along with the Gekijushinsai Guardians Gacha. They will be combined. We'll talk about that in a little bit longer if that doesn't make sense to you. But just to know that this collab is injected into the Gekijushinsai. Alright, well, let's go into the characters that we will be getting first. First, we get, of course, the main heroine here, Shinomiya Kaguya. Fire. Oh, I forgot to put the name there. I apologize. But Bounce, Demi-Human Blast, we've got Super Mind, Super M, Anti-Transport Wall, Strike Shot, Turn Axel on the main, and then on the gauge we've got Anti-Block and the Drone Breaker, Piton Breaker. Strike Shot is a little bit heavy. You can see that it will do the nulls of the 4 main abilities, Damage Walls, Gravity Barriers, Warps, and Mines, and then it will reveal the weak points of any monsters you hit, and there will be a First Kiss attack done after it. Just looks like it was kind of a slash. I don't know if it was a percentage or not, but we'll of course get those details in a little bit once everybody gets to crunch those numbers and figure that out. Bump combos, we got a Fire, All Enemy Pierce Split Bullet, and Rampage Wall Bomb. That's going to be interesting with, of course, knowing that she is a blast type, how much damage she's going to wreck with that bump combo. I guess that makes sense. So we'll see where she shines. Of course, we've got Shirogane Miyuki here in Dark as our second gacha monster. His ability set looks like the following. We've got a Bounce Demi-Human Balance type. For his abilities, we have 7 in total. We got Super Anti-Damage Wall, Light Element Resist, Protection, and Strike Shot Turn Axle on the main. And then on the gauge, we have Anti-Magic Circle, Anti-Transport Wall, and Inner Strength M. Strike Shot is Grand Command, which means you point in a direction, everybody will move in that direction automatically. You don't have to actually touch them before they move, which is always good. All hit enemies are delayed, and he will completely heal after done moving. Bump combos, we got a Power Drive and the uber powerful Go Lightning as well. So it looks pretty strong here too as well. So we'll see where he can shine. I was also watching Shiro's live stream when talking. I think he was pretty excited about the magic circle and the transport wall. I don't know. Maybe it's like a thematic thing that worked out very well. I'm not sure. You can let me know. Third gacha monster will be Hayasaka Ai here in the light element. Her card looks like the following. We've got a Pierce Demi-Human Speed type. For her abilities, we've got Super Mind, Super M, Anti-Transport Wall, Super Laser Stop, and Strike Shot Turn Axle. On the gauge, we've got Anti-Block and Recovery M. And the Strike Shot here is Speed and Power Up and will support friendly units. And what does support mean? Well, those members of your team will randomly get Attack Up, Slow Down Rate Reduced, Barrier, and or Strike Shot Turn Reduced. I don't believe it was just only one. There's just a random chance that they will get a set of these, I think. Don't hold me to that, but when the Strike Shot was happening, I thought I saw multiple happening to the friendly units. So we'll see. Again, I will go into details about the Strike Shots later on once GameWith and the other sites do their research. We will see how strong this could actually be. Bump combos, we've got a light quick shard shot. Always nice to see that quick now since who got it? Somebody's Transcension or Transcension Kai got the quick version, right? Pretty sure. And then super status effect recovery blast, as said. And that is it. We are not getting any 4 or 5 star monsters because, like I said, this is going to be injected into the Gekijushinsai Guardians Gacha. So that does mean that on top of the 3 collab monsters we talked about, the 8 pre-existing animation, and it's not the Kaguya specific one. It could just be a Gekijushin side character, which is always the downside to these injected collabs, right? You're not necessarily gonna get a collab new monster. It could be an existing Gekijushin side monster. So please be careful about that. Do note that this gacha is only available for 1 week. It is a mini collab-ish. You are going to have to make sure that you take advantage of it. But on the flip side, you can think of it as the Guardians is lasting for much longer than usual. So if you are tempted to pull a little bit more of that, that is a bonus while you chase after these Kaguya characters. Now, we did see that the Gekijushin side gacha is part of the Super Harudama. It is April as well. So yes, if you had any doubts on that, because it's just injected into the Gekijushin side Guardians gacha, the collab characters do get this bonus of you get a 24% chance of getting a 6-star monster with your first single, your first tempo, and your Harudama. However, let me say this again as well. Just because it's 24% does not mean it increases the rate to get a limited monster, right? All it does mean is that the 12% that you would have normally gotten a garbage 4 or 5-star monster now gives you a chance to be a 5-6 star monster, right? That rate to get the limited character stays static between the 12% gacha and the 24% gacha. So don't trick yourself into thinking, I really want Kaguya, so it's 24%. I will put my orbs in there and I'm gonna get a better chance to get Kaguya. No matter which tempo you do on this gacha, it will always have the same chance to get Kaguya, right? Probability is hard. This is a little bit deceptive. Sure, you get a higher chance of getting other 5-6 star monsters in general, but please be careful about that. Anyway, that is the gacha here. Now there is a little bit of a collab quest that goes with this collab quest with this collab. Like I said, we only have a week, so it's not going to be that hard, but this is how it works. You see that there will be this mission where you are going to be rolling dice as a result of clearing it. If you can only host this quest once per day. However, you can join as a guest as many times as you want. So, take advantage of Game With, go to the Discord channel, look on Facebook groups, whatever tickles your fancy. You can join as many times as you want. And as you complete this quest, you will be attempting to max luck Fujiwara Chika here in the wood element. How this works is if you clear this quest as a host, whether it's solo or via co-op, doesn't matter, but as long as you are the one that hosted the quest, you will get 12 drops. Again, you can only host once per day. If you join as a guest, you will get 3 drops for each session you clear. So, potentially, you could just go ham, joining everybody and anywhere to get, 3 at a time to get to max luck. You can be patient. You'll get 12 each day as a host. You'll get there eventually. But like I said, you will be rolling a dice when you clear the stage. Every time you clear the stage, a dice will be rolled and you will move on this board game. A very boring board game, right? It's a move and roll, right? On each clear, whatever roll you get from your dice is how many spaces you advance. You get the reward that is on said space, and then you do it again. Clear, roll, move. Clear, roll, move. Alright? Now, of course, there are rewards for doing this. It wouldn't be a game without some rewards or victory points. The pink mission is basically just to roll the dice, which of course means how many times have you cleared the stage. The more you clear, the more rewards you will get, obviously. Or as you hit the checkpoints, you'll get the rewards. For the blue missions, you are basically just going to be getting the rewards of the icon that you land on, right? So whatever character you get, that will correspond to a certain set of rewards that you will get a random item from. And the yellow one is simply to reach the goal X amount of times. Progress resets every day at 4 a.m. Japan time. So once you hit the goal, you will be able to reset and do the board game again. That also means you will not be able to save progress if you don't finish it by 4 a.m. You'll stop there and then be sent back to the start line and do it again. Please be careful about that. Here are the rewards. You can take a look at it in detail on your own. Like I said, for the pink and the yellow ones, it depends on the amount of times you achieve said mission. And the blue one is simply, if you land on that space, you'll be getting one of the items that are delineated there. Now it does say etc., so I'm not sure if there's any juicier ones that they've left out. I doubt it. But just keep in mind it does say etc. It's also interesting to note that the scroll awards do give you the super type specific rolls first, and then at the end you get an ableberry scroll, which seems weird. But again, make sure you hit the goal at least 5 times to get all of those rolls. You did see that on 20 clears there on the bottom left, you can get a Strikers collab card. Here it is. This is how the Kaguya-sama version of the Strikers card looks like. If this is what you like, make sure you get it and don't forget about it. Login collab rewards look like the following. Every day you will be getting 3 chicas just for logging in. On day 2 and 4 you will also be picking up a special good job sticker that relates to the collab. And as is the case with any collab, the collectible monster here is going to function as a max luck no matter what its current luck is for the duration of the collab. But make sure if you want her to stay a max luck to finish max luck. And before we wrap it up for today, we do have a set of Transcensions and Transcension Kais to go over. They will be released on April 11th on Tuesday, Japan. Aquamarine is the first one, and here is her card. We've got a Paladin Super Balance. I did believe they said in the stream that her class does change once you go to Transcension Kai, so please be careful about that. Anti-damage while Minesweeper M and Fire Element resist on the main. There is no gauge for her. On the Connect skill, we've got Super Anti-Warp, Status Effect Recovery, and Super Laser Stop. The requirement there is to have at least one non-Paladin class on your team, or your team luck is 100 or more. That should be super easy, so that is going to be good for her. Strike Shot, speed and power up, and will reveal all weak points of hit enemies, and the bump combo is a Chositsu Spark Bullet along with attack. It's up. Transcension is going to Kouhiko this month. I think it's once a month, right? April 11th, of course, same date of the release. We got a Demon Mancer balance type. We don't get too many Demon Mancer types, I feel like, for, characters. Minesweeper L, anti-block, super anti-wind, counter killer, and super anti-warp on the gauge. Strike Shot is the command, which you have to touch that monster, but once you do, they will start moving around them as well. And the bump combo is a super yo-yo blast along with a super yo-yo bullet along with a Chosetsu blast. And that is it for tonight. The next news will be on the same time next week. I may be a little late next week. I have some other things I might have to deal with at the late hours, so we'll see. But I will get that news for you eventually. We've got these lucky monsters. As you can see, Haru is there on the bottom right, so don't dilly-dally on her. She will be helpful for the collab, although you're not really farming things, so yeah, because all you need to do is clear to roll the dice. No, actually, well, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, lucky monsters, enjoy. And that is it for me today. Thank you for watching. I of course do appreciate your viewership very much, and if you haven't already, go ahead and consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Comments are welcome, questions are welcome. Please do that. Monst on Twitter will have all of these slides already up for you, ready to go to take a look at any time. And of course the Discord channel has them pinned, not pinned, but in the news channel they are also readily available there. So that is it for me tonight. Thank you for watching, and is that it? That's it. Until next time, bye bye.